So welcome. If you're at home, we're going to start on our backs. Go ahead and recline back. Just take any shape you'd like to start. It's been a long week. There are a few teachers here with us, and we started back to school. We're glad to be back, but also it's a lot of screen time on top of this screen time sometimes for yoga. So we're just going to start on our backs. Come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Take a nice full inhale in, and let it go. If it feels good, repeat that a couple more times. Just allow yourself to be here in this space, becoming more present with every passing exhale. Just notice your surroundings and start to invite your surroundings into your practice. There might be things that might be a little bit of a distraction. See if you can allow them to be part of the experience rather than a distraction. And that could include your mind. And start to scan over the body today. Check in, acknowledging any areas that are tight, any areas of concern, any areas that are ready to expand. Take a full inhale here, and let it go. Start to check in mentally, emotionally, acknowledge what's going on in the mind. And everything that's happening there is valid. No woulds, coulds, or shoulds. No beating yourself up if your mind keeps wandering away. It's completely normal. See if you can give each of those thoughts a little loving kindness, and then ask them to leave these four walls that you're in, so you're able to focus on your breath and your movements today. In our practice today, it's going to be a nice, easy Friday flow. You'll have options to make it as hard or as easy as you'd like. There'll be many bus stops along the way. We're going to focus on the upper body and opening up, since a lot of us probably are sitting at our desks a lot or hunched over phones, tablets, computers. So we're really work on opening up the front body, bringing that head and neck back, bringing the shoulders back. So check in with those areas there. Start to bring an intention to mind what brought you to your mat today. Start to let that intention take form in your mind's eye. So if nothing really comes to mind, maybe just being present, maybe just staying with your breath. Taking a full inhale here. And sigh it out. And then bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. We'll either sigh out the breath one more time or Om right there. Exhale fully. Take a full inhale. Either laying with your hands on your belly and chest or releasing those hands back down by your thighs. Start to grow your breath. Can you expand the ribs and belly? Can you expand them up as well as down, as well as left and right? Really expanding and breathing a little bit deeper. Seeing if you can fill up that belly, let that belly expand. And then let everything draw back to the center line. Just building your breath, no forcing. Find a comfortable breath for you, and then start to find that evenness, that samavriti. Even breath. Inhales and exhales matching. If it feels comfortable to engage the Ujjayi pranayama, start to engage that slight narrowing of the back of the throat. If that's not comfortable today, just continue with the equal breaths. Notice the sensations in the body as you start to breathe a little bit deeper, as you start to become more centered and grounded in the room. A couple more rounds of breath here. As you exhale fully, let those eyes kind of slightly blink open. They don't need to be all the way open, maybe a little halfway open. And start to draw the knees into the chest. Hugging them in, maybe point and flex through the ankles, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe even doing circles with the ankles. And then taking that left foot, place it on the ground, take your right leg extended up to the ceiling. Grab on behind your thigh and just kind of resist arm and leg. Can you push your heel a little bit higher to the ceiling? Can you let that right hip drop down? Take a couple breaths there. Breathing in. And then from here on your next inhale, draw that knee down into your chest, come into a little happy baby. Keep that left leg bent for right now. Just kind of see what kind of mobility you have with your right leg. And then on your next exhale, bring that right ankle over the left knee. Find that figure four pigeon pose, draw that left leg in. Just check in here, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Notice where it's tight. Notice where it's feeling a little bit more open. Again, if you were in yin class last night, you might be noticing this outer hip. You stay here for a while. And then from here, taking that left leg, place it down, take that right leg back up. Take a big inhale here, hands down by your side, and as you exhale, slowly lower that leg, hover it above the ground. Good, take an inhale there. Exhale. Inhale takes that leg all the way back up. And then exhale, bend the knee, place that foot down. Good, take the left leg up to the ceiling, grab behind the thigh, and then just kind of resist that, finding and checking in with the hamstring. Push up through the heel a little bit more than you would normally. Just kind of exploring this morning, seeing what's late to rise, waking it up. Then on your next exhale, start to draw that knee down by your side, kind of a little happy baby. Maybe taking that leg to the side, just finding what its range of motion is today. No comparing to the other side, that's probably different anyway. And then on your next exhale, take that left ankle over your right knee, start to draw that right knee in toward your chest, and then start to draw your hips in little circles, pausing where it feels tight, breathing into that. Again, just noticing how the body's waking up today, how it's responding to the movement. And on your next exhale, place that right foot down, take that left foot back up to the ceiling, pause there. Hands down by your side, take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower that leg, hover it down by the ground. Take an inhale there. Hold to exhale. Inhale, draws that leg back up. And this time as you exhale, straighten the right leg up to move the left. Good, your hands may need to come underneath your hips if that feels a little bit better to you. You can even bend your knees or do some leg lowers. You can even do one leg at a time. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower those legs, hover, keep engagement of the core. Take an inhale, squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Inhale, draws those legs back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, draws the legs back up. Exhale, lower. Then we have one more. Inhale, draws those legs up. Exhale, hover. Pause there. Engage those glutes. Maybe lift the shoulder blades. Look at your toes. Good. Breathe. Shaking's good. I know I am. And then head down. On your inhale, legs come up. And exhale, knees into the chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then taking those arms out like cactus arms. Bring those knees over your hips. Take inhale here. As you exhale, draw the knees over to the right. Inhale, brings them back up to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the right. Continue on with your breath, nice and smooth. Maybe during one of these times you pause there. Maybe you let your legs drop to the floor and find a little twist. We're going to go through this about another 5 or 6 breaths. For those of you that want to work a little bit more on core, maybe your legs start to straighten and you extend the legs out with straight legs. So you have options here. Like I said, many bus stops, whatever's going to best suit your practice today. I'm just here guiding you. You get to choose your journey. Think of your yoga mat as a little magic carpet taking you away on a ride. Take one more time on each side. And then come back to center. Take both legs up to the ceiling. Nice full inhale here. And then as you exhale, draw those knees into the chest. You have options, rock and roll up to all fours or rock from side to side. Your choice to bring yourself up, coming all the way up to your tabletop. Once you've found your tabletop, find cat-cow. Start to move through your cat-cow, whatever feels best to you. Lengthening and rounding. We're going to go into a little bit of spinal flossing today, so it's a little bit counterintuitive. So find your cat-cow to begin. Lengthening and extending. Drawing into the belly. Take any movements you need to, left and right. And after your last exhale, come to a neutral spine. So from here, your toes are going to be tucked, and you're going to round your spine. You're going to inhale, lean forward, and then as you exhale, you're going to extend the spine, sit the hips back. Inhale, round forward, chin to chest. Exhale, sit back and lift the chin. Inhale, round forward, chin to chest. Exhale, round. Drop back and lift the chin. One more time, rounding. Maybe your toes come to your bum as you go. And then heels down, sit back. Lengthen out from here, lengthen out, walk the hands out. And then drop back. And we'll extend in child's pose. If it's too much for your knee, your toes here, you can flatten the toes. But reach through those arms, find some activity in the arms. We'll get to do a nice, easy version of child's pose later. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifts the chest. As you exhale, walk those hands over to the left. Reach out through that right hand and then press the left hand on top of the right to anchor it down and draw that right shoulder down, the right hip toward the right. Nice little side stretch. Maybe even the head drops down and rests on those arms. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, walk all the way over to the right. Reach out through that left hand, anchor it down with the right hand, and then send that left shoulder to the floor, left hip to the left. Maybe head rests on the arms. Good, another full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, walks the hands back to center. Inhale, shifts your weight forward. As you exhale, find your plank. Our wonderful plank. Find that grounding down into the hands. Tailbone lengthens. And see if you can press back through the heels as much as you lengthen the chest forward. Good. Draw in through those low ribs. Breathing here. Good. One more breath. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, pedal the feet, shift the hips, check in. Doing what feels good to you today. Maybe you even take another child's pose and you can have your extended arms, so for downward dog and child's pose. If your wrists or your shoulders are bothering you. And then inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor, knees or toes. Good. Once you're down there, ground to the toes. Reach those hands back, place the palms down. And then draw the shoulder blades onto that and lengthen the neck forward. Ground into the toes. Squeeze the whole back body. So engage that whole back body. Good. And then from there, keep pressing into the hands. Hover the feet. Good. Spread through those toes. Lengthen the chin forward. head forward. One more full inhale. Exhale, releases the toes down. As you inhale, keep the shoulder heads lifted, bring your hands by your side. Exhale, tuck the toes. Inhale, press back knees. Exhale, hips to heels. Find that extended child's pose again. Inhale, shifts forward. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Couple deep breaths here. And then adding in some lunges here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, heel to bump, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Step that foot forward, back knee comes down. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, relax the neck. Drop into low belly. So kind of shift the hips back a little bit, really getting into that left hip. Take an inhale there. Then as you exhale, right hand down by the side, left arm reaches forward. Good, big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. As you exhale, cactus arms to the right. Use your core to twist. Good. Take another big inhale, draw those shoulder blades onto back and lift the chest. And as you exhale, reach the arms forward and back, spread the arms wide. Take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, left hand down to the blocker floor, right arm reaches up. And then you have options here with that top hand. It can reach overhead. It can find the back of your head. It can even rest on your hip, drawing the shoulders back. So finding what you need to stretch today. Maybe you need a little bit more openness in the chest. Maybe it's a hip stretch here. Take another full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, circles it all the way to the floor. Pause there. Take an inhale. Let those hips drop nice and low. As you exhale, shift the weight back. You might need those blocks or hands to hips. Good. Inhale, bends into the knee again. Exhale, shifts back. Inhale, bends in. Good. Exhale, shifts back. Pause there. See if you can imagine dragging that heel back. So really engage the back of the thigh. Draw in through the belly, and then lengthen the chest forward any little bit. Maybe it feels good to take that foot out to about a 45-degree angle. Either way. Sometimes it gets into that outer hamstring or outer hip. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings the foot back to center. Exhale, draw the toes back. Really get into that calf. And then inhale, point the toe all the way down. How close can you get those toes to the floor today? Good. Be mindful that you're not going to get a cramp. Draw the big toe back so you can get the big toe down. And then exhale, bend to the knee. Plant the hands. Step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Big inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor, nice and slow. Ground down through those toes. Reach those hands back. This time, palms are going to face up. Inhale, rolls those shoulder heads back. Exhale, lifts the pinky edges toward the ceiling, and then palms draw toward one another. Good. Keep grounding through the feet. Ground so much through the tops of your feet that maybe your kneecaps lift. Good. Keep lengthening through the top of the head. One more full inhale. Maybe those toes hover. Full locust. Stay to exhale. Inhale, toes ground. Exhale, hands by side. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, press back knees to downward facing dog. Big full inhale here. And exhale. Left side, inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, steps that foot forward. Back knee comes down. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders as you shift the weight slightly back, getting to that right hip. Big inhale here. And on your exhale, left hand down by the side, right arm reaches over. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And as you exhale, cactus arms to the left. Good. Draw the shoulder blades on the back, let the heart lead the way. Good. Use the core to rotate. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, reach the arms forward and back. Expand the arms. Take an inhale there. And on your exhale, right hand to block the floor. Left arm extends up. Maybe it reaches over. Maybe hammock the head. Or maybe just to the hip. Whatever you're working on, be mindful of those movements. Check in with the twist. See if you can really draw that right shoulder away from your left knee. Another full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches if it's not already. Exhale, circles it down to the floor. Inhale, really bend deeply into that front knee, let those hips drop. As you exhale, shift the weight back. As you inhale, bend into the knee, shoulders roll back. Exhale, press into the front leg, straighten it. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good, pausing there. Press down into that heel to draw it back. Engaging that hamstring. And then if it feels okay, maybe rotate the leg out. Maybe it feels good just to stay centered on the side. Be mindful of what the body can do, where each side is different. Use your breath. On your next exhale, bring the toe back up to center. As you inhale, draw those toes back towards you. Get into the calf, maybe even bend the knee. On your next exhale, start to lengthen that foot forward. Maybe the ball of the foot gets down, maybe toes get down. Be mindful of cramping. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bends into that knee. Plant the hands. And step it back, downward dog. Nice full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor, nice and slow. Good, reach those toes back. From here, you're gonna bring your shoulders forward, come into Sphinx. Forearms come forward, press the palms down. Imagine you wanna drag yourself forward, so elbows draw back, hands draw back, heart draws forward. Chin lengthens forward slightly, and then drop back in line with the shoulders. Good, grounding through the feet. Another big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, press your palms together, press those pinkies down. Look down to the floor, start to lift the hips, tuck the toes, straighten those legs, find low plank. Good, breathing there, pressing those palms in, pressing the forearms down. Can you grow the chest away from the floor? Good, take one more full inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the hips. Find Sphinx pose, take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slide those hands back, keep the shoulders lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes. Your choice, knees or toes, press back, downward facing up, maybe through plank, maybe straight to downward dog. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step it forward. Back knee up or down, your choice here. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, draw in through the low belly. Good, so really targeting that left hip, so power up the back leg, get it straight. If your back knee is bent still, shift the hips back so you're getting into that left hip. Good, another full inhale here. And as you exhale, find cactus arms. Good, draw those elbows back, and then draw the elbows down as if you're gonna put them into your back pockets if you have them. Lift the chin, take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, switch those arms back up. Exhale, take the left hand to the block or floor, right arm reaches to the ceiling. Find a twist. Press down, power up the back leg, and then rotate away from that right leg. Good, top hand can always find the back of your head. It can reach overhead, maybe it finds your hip. Good, another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, circles that top hand to the floor. Exhale, pause there. As you inhale, bend deeper into that front knee and lift the chest. And then on your exhale, straighten the front leg any little bit. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good, pause there. Press into the front foot, but then imagine drawing that heel back to your back toe. Come up high onto the ball of the back toe so you're getting into the calf. And then draw that left hip slightly forward as the right hip draws back. Good, if it's okay for you and you want to get into the calf a little bit more, press into the heel and draw the toes back. Hello, calf. Holy moly, I'm so tight today. Another big inhale. And exhale, put down. Inhale, bends into that front knee. Exhale, plant those hands, step it back, downward dog. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Good, keep the hands by the side, ground those toes. You have other options if you do not like cobra. Press into those hands, draw the shoulder blades back, press and lift the chest. Now imagine once again you want to drag yourself forward. Heart comes forward, shoulders and elbows draw back, ground through the toes. Another breath here. And exhale, lower. Keep the shoulder heads lifted, tuck the toes, press back knees or toes to downward facing dog. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Left side, inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it forward, back knee up or down. On your next inhale, sweep those ankles. Exhale, draw into the low belly. Good, lifting up through the chest. Power up that back leg if it's straight. And then cactus arms as you exhale. Good, draw the elbows back and then elbows down. Lift the chest, maybe lift the gaze, challenge your balance. Keep drawing that low belly in. Inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. And then as you exhale, find a twist, right hand down, left arm reaches. Good. Power up that back leg. Open up the chest. Big breath here. Top arm wherever it feels best for you, either on your hip, overhead, finding a hammock. One more full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, circles that top hand all the way to the ground. Exhale there. As you inhale, bend deeply into that front knee. Exhale, straightens the front leg. Two more times. Inhale, bend, shoulders back. Exhale, press back. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten and pause. Come up high onto the ball of the back foot, draw that right hip forward. And then imagine drawing your heels and toes toward one another as you lengthen the chest forward. Good, getting into that hamstring a little bit deeper. And if you'd like to turn on that calf muscle, press into the front heel, draw the toes back. Breathe deep. If you're at home, feel free to scream. You guys can scream too. You're too quiet today. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, toe down. Plant the hands. Step it back, downward dog. Big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes either all the way to the floor, or if you have up dog in your practice, up dog, round through those toes, shoulders back. Pause there for a couple breaths. Engage the legs. If you're in cobra, drag yourself forward. If you're in upward dog, roll the shoulder heads back. And then exhale, make your way down, press it back, downward facing dog. Good, nice full inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, put a little bend into the knees. Exhale, walks those hands back toward your feet. And once your feet are firmly on the ground, relax the head, bend the knees deeply. Get that belly and thigh to touch. How close can you get them? Give the head a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. Maybe shake out anything that's not serving you today. Let it go up the top of the head. And then taking your hands to your knees or shin, inhale, lengthen out nice long spine. Exhale, pause. Good, draw into the belly, draw those shoulder heads onto back as your hands slide to your hips. Maybe hands reach behind you and interlink the fingers. Maybe you grab a strap or towel. Imagine you want to pull your fingers apart and draw those shoulder heads back more. Draw into the belly, gaze to the top of your mat. Good, power up those legs, take an inhale. As you exhale, bend into the knees, take those arms up overhead, any little bit. Maybe they reach to the back of the room, maybe they reach up, maybe they stay on your hips. Good, take another breath there. If it feels okay, maybe straighten the left leg and rotate the chest to the left. And then bend back into that left knee. And then it feels okay, straighten the right leg, rotate to the right. Come back to center. Take an inhale there, maybe both legs straight a little bit. Doesn't have to be completely straight. And then hands back down to the hips. Hands are on the hips as you inhale, lengthen, nice long spine. Exhale, hold. Press into the legs, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, stands up. Exhale, hands by side. Good. We're gonna do a little reverse sun salutation, and then we'll get moving. So exhale fully at the back of your mat. So move to the back of your mat if you're not there. And then inhale, switch those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, walk yourself up to plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Ground through the toes, inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, meeting up, downward facing dog. So any option for vinyasas that you like to take that your body needs. Take a couple deep breaths here. Exhale fully. Good, put a little bend into those knees. And as you inhale, walk your hands back toward your feet. As your feet ground, inhale, lengthen long spine. Exhale, refold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, one more like that, and then we'll go into our flow. Inhale, sweeps you up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, walk those hands out to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, meeting up, downward facing dog. Nice full inhale there. And exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, heel to bone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draws knee to nose, step that foot forward. Back heel's gonna stay lifted for now. And then hover those hands. Good. Pausing there, maybe fingertips touch, maybe your hands on the blocks if you need a little bit more support. Finding some power in that right hip. Draw in through the belly. Maybe those arms start to come like cactus. Reach back. Maybe reach forward. Hardest part, keep pulling in through the belly. Shoulder blades keep drawing together on your back. Another exhale here. Power up that back leg on your inhale. Lift your chest, lift your arms. Good, crescent lunge. Exhale. Good, big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, hands come to earth. Exhale, open it up, front and back, warrior two. Dropping that back heel, finding your warrior two, your stance, your comfort, and pause. Adding a little bit of shoulder activity, you can stay in warrior two, or you can add on with me. Find cactus arms, take an inhale. Exhale, draw those pinky edges together. Inhale, open cactus. Exhale, pinkies together. And one more time, inhale, open. Exhale, bring pinkies together and pause. Good, draw them together. Even if they don't touch, draw them toward one another. Press elbows more, draw those pinkies away from one another. Are you still bending into that front knee? Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pinkies toward one another. Exhale, open up. Take an inhale, reach through those arms. And exhale, straighten the front leg. Good. Inhale, lengthen that right side out, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up. Or on the hip. Draw that tailbone toward your back heel. Draw your right ribs up toward the ceiling, and then breathe there. Good, nice full breaths. Power up those legs. If you want to use a little bit more core, that bottom hand just kind of touches the inner calf without pressing into it. Take another full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, bends into that right knee. Hand can stay elbow to thigh. Block behind, block in front, or all the way to the floor. Draw that right hip under. Top arm, maybe it reaches straight up. Maybe you find a bind, maybe it goes overhead. Whatever's gonna feel best for your body. Breathe here. Power up those legs. Resist the urge to dump into that bottom hand. That bottom hand tends to take a lot of the weight because our legs get tired. Power up those legs. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. As you inhale, top hand to top hip. We're gonna go into a little balance here. Shift your weight forward, take that back foot, step it in. Good, lean forward into that right hand or block, and then stand on the right leg, half move. Good, power up that back leg like you really wanna lift it to the ceiling. Can you open the chest any more to the left? Can that left hand reach to the ceiling? Good, if and when you fall out, come in with your breath. Good, one more full inhale. Hold to exhale. Good, as you inhale, slowly start to come back to warrior two. Extend that left leg back, ground it down. Warrior two, big inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, turn the toes to the long end of your mat, hands to your hips. Take a big inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lengthen out halfway and hold. Good, now draw those elbows toward the ceiling. Draw in through the belly, imagine lengthening your head forward, your tailbone back, your heels back. Good, keep that intensity in the upper body. Pull forward any little bit. Keep the activity in the arms, maybe hands to blocks or floor. So shoulder blades still draw onto the back here. Press into the outer edges of the feet. Pull in through the low belly. Good, couple more breaths. Keep the engagement of the upper back into the belly. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bends into those knees. As you inhale, walk those hands back to the top of your mat. Pause there in that low lunge. Couple options here. You can do a twist just straight from the floor. You can drop the back knee, bring elbows, your left elbow to the right knee, or the back leg powers up. So you have a couple options, going to a twist to the right. And breathe. Good, wherever you are, find that rotation through the belly, through the shoulders, lengthen out to the top of the head. If your back leg is lifted, can you power up onto the ball of the back foot, into the calf, and lean forward more? Good, take another full breath here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands down to the floor. Your choice here, you have options. You can handstand, you can vinyasa, you can downward dog, you can child's pose. Exhale, off you go. Your choice, your practice. Meeting up in child's pose. So wherever you get to, we'll get to child's pose, and you can just let yourself relax. Relax down into child's pose. If it's not a relaxing pose, use any props that you need. Take a couple breaths, check in with that right side. Celebrate all that it did. And then let it go from the past, no attachment. As we move to the second side. Inhale, reaches those arms forward. Exhale, shift it forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. On your inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dog knee to nose, step it forward. And pause there in that low lunge. Back knee can always drop if you need to. Maybe start to hover those hands, maybe hands to blocks, powering up that left leg. Right leg is super engaged. And then again, you have options for your hands, reach back. Cactus, reaching forward is the most difficult. You really need to engage the core. Draw those shoulder blades onto the back. Couple more breaths here. Feeling that power of your left leg. Another full inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, find your crescent. Good, draw into the low belly. Take a nice full inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, open up front to back, warrior two. And find the comfort of warrior two for a moment. Find your stance and breathe. Good, power up that back leg, engage the glute, drawing that left knee out toward the left. Good, and then find your cactus arms. Inhale, draw those elbows toward one another. Exhale, open. Inhale together. Exhale, open. Good, inhale together. Exhale, open. Good, inhale together and hold. Good, if they don't touch, you're still trying to get them to touch. Keep the elbows toward one another, draw those pinkies away from one another, get into those outer shoulders. Oh, breathe. Keep bending into that front knee. I forgot. Another inhale. Exhale, pinkies together. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, straighten the arms, warrior two. Inhale, straightens that front leg. Exhale, extends that left side forward, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Press down into the bottom hand, lift the chest, tailbone toward your back heel, and then shoulder blades onto the back. Can you draw that right shoulder head back more, open the chest. Gaze can be up or down. Power up those legs, draw in through the belly. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, bends into that front knee. So you can have elbow to thigh, hand behind, hand in front, maybe a bind. Choose your path. Open the chest, really keep powering up those legs. Even if you're resting your left arm on your thigh, try to lift up elbow. How deep can you bend into that front knee? How much mobility can you get into that knee? Awesome. Good, couple more breaths here. One more full inhale. Exhale. Testing the strength of that left leg. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, top hand to top hip. Shift your weight forward. Bring that back foot halfway in. Stand in the power of that left leg on your inhale. Exhale, find your half moon. Balance there. Good, spread through the toes. The more active that back leg is, the easier it is to balance. Maybe top arm reaches. Continue to breathe. Good, two more breaths here. On your next exhale, start to bend into that front knee. Extend the right leg back, find warrior two. Exhale there. Good, full inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg. Turn the toes to the long end of your mat. So you have options. If you have inversion, great, go for it. Maybe your hands stay on your hips. Maybe they go all the way to the floor this time. Take an inhale. Hands can even come behind the back of your leg. Exhale. Power up those legs, lift the heart on your inhale. And exhale, lengthen forward. So choosing what's best for you. If you want more of a shoulder opener with that hamstring and inner groin stretch, maybe you just want to focus on the legs. Top of the head lengthens down, outer edges of your feet press away to lift through that inner groin. And now imagine you want to power up your glutes. You want to engage your glutes, hug that muscle to bone. Three more breaths here. Exhale fully. If you're upside down, slowly think of coming down. As you inhale, lengthen out. Nice long spine. Exhale, bends into those knees. As you inhale, walk yourself over to the top of your mat. Pausing there. We're going to go into a twist. So your choice, back knee up or down. Rotate to that left knee. Right elbow to the left knee or right hand to the floor. Draw in through the belly. Maybe that back leg powers up. Shift the weight slightly forward toward that left leg as you continue to open the chest. Or maybe you challenge your balance and look up to the ceiling or your top elbow. Good, two more breaths. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, brings those hands down. Pause there. Your choice. Vinyasa, handstand, child's pose, whatever you need. Good. Everybody will meet up in child's pose. Take a couple breaths there. Check in with the right side and left side. Adding in a little bit of balancing next. Exhale, fully. Inhale, shift your weight forward, tuck the toes, press back, downward dog. Nice full inhale there. And exhale. A little bend into those knees. Inhale, walks those hands back toward your feet. Once your feet are firmly on the ground, relax the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, brings those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. So you're at the back of your mat. We're going to come into a balancing pose here. So ground down into your feet. Shift your weight over into your right leg. As you inhale, bring your left knee up. Good. Take an inhale there. Exhale, draws that knee out to the left. Good. Power up that right side. And then inhale, heel to bum. And as you exhale, bring that foot into your inner thigh, into your groin, into your calf. Once you have it grounded, see if you can draw that inner heel forward. So really turning on your left knee. Power up that right leg. Maybe arms start to grow. Maybe they're happy on their hips. Can you continue to breathe deep? Good. If and when you fall, come back in with your breath. Maybe you find some cactus arms open at the chest. Maybe you find hands behind the back and underneath. And open the chest. Good. Continue to breathe. We're going to come out of this the same way we came in. Hands can stay where they are and then come back to your heart center. Inhale, brings that leg out to the side. Exhale, back to center. Good. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, find a little bit of Virabhadrasana breathe. Lengthen forward, reach that leg back. It doesn't have to go all the way up, but power the leg. Maybe those hands that are behind you lift, maybe they lengthen, maybe find cactus arms. Good. Continue to breathe. Another inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, stand on that right leg as the left foot comes to the floor. Exhale, release the grip. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, hands to your hips as you make your way over to the left foot. And then as you inhale, reach that right leg up. Good. Exhale, pause. Inhale, draws that right knee out to the side. Exhale, pause. Good. As you inhale, heel to bum, engage that hamstring. Keep drawing in through the left hip. And then on your exhale, draw that foot into your inner thigh, or your calf, or your knee. Wherever you are, pull that left heel forward. So engage that, so you're engaging that right hip and inner groin. And then arms can go to where they feel comfortable. Keep powering up right side and left side, pressing into one another. Maybe you find a little bit of that inner link again, maybe cactus arms. Couple more breaths here. Get another breath here. Exhale. Coming out of it the way we came in. Inhale, slowly brings that leg out to the side. Exhale to center. You're going to take an inhale, find your balance, and then exhale, start to lengthen forward, lengthen the leg back. Good, breathing here. Can you draw that right hip down any little bit, keeping your balance? Look at me. Another couple breaths here. Good. Exhale fully here. On your inhale, lift the chest as your right foot comes to floor. Exhale, release the leg. Good. Going through a little flow here. Inhale, brings those arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. And as you inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Take those feet about hip distance or a little bit wider if you need to. We're going to squat into Malasana. So if you need a block or something to squat into, we're going to do it up and down a couple times and then fold. So you have that option. Exhale here. I know it's going to feel weird standing in here as well. Inhale, sweep some arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, squat into that Malasana. Good. Pause there. Take an inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into the asana. Good. Take an inhale there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into that Malasana and hold. Good. Press into those elbows, elbows into shins, maybe rock a little bit. So this is if you need the block or the bolster, use that now. Continue to breathe here. And you have the choice. If you have Bakasana, you're going to go into that Bakasana practice, work on the strength of the arms, you have that. If you'd like to work a little bit more range of motion, we're going to take our right hand down to the floor, left hand to left shoulder. Just find a little twist. Then breathe. Good, if it feels okay, left arm extends. If you have the bind, right hand comes back, left hand comes back. Squeeze that shin around with the bicep. Maybe you're happy with the end of the floor. Nice. Good, come back to center. Pause, maybe round the spine. Good, and then left side. Left elbow comes in, maybe hand to floor, right hand to right shoulder. Good, find the twist first. And maybe that arm reaches. Good, maybe find the bind, which is harder on the spot. Breathe. Good, take one more breath. Unbind. Bring those hands to heart. Bow it forward, plant the hands, straighten those legs. Good, pedal the feet or shift the hips. Shake it out. Exhale fully. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hold. As you inhale, start to walk those hands back out to plank. Exhale, pause. Good, take an inhale there. And then your choice, either vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Sometimes after that deep hip flexion, it feels good to do a little lazy upward dog, keeping your hips down, rocking a little bit. Be mindful of your back here. And then press it back down, or facing up. We're coming into a little plank pose, so you have options for your plank. You can go down to your elbow if you need to. You can drop the bottom knee. Inhale, shift your weight forward back to plank. I'm going to drop my bottom knee for that variation. Right knee comes down, right foot spins off, and then left heel and knee are going to come in line with the right knee. Good. Press down. Take a look at that bottom hand. It likes to sweep behind your shoulder. Walk it out in front of your shoulder. So you should be able to look straight down to your wrist crease. And top arm reaches. If you're in full Vashisthasana, lift up through those hips. Press into the feet. Good. If you're in half plank here, lift the top leg. Maybe if you're in full plank, full plank, that's hard to say. Lift your top leg. Good, take another breath. Exhale. Inhale, press that top foot down. Exhale, circles left hand down. Find either plank, downward dog, vinyasa, your choice. Good, we're gonna go to the second side. Inhale, rolls you forward to plank. Exhale, roll to the left side. I'm going to bring my left foot down, my right foot down, reach up through that top arm. Press the hips forward, lift up the hips, press down, look down, make sure that that hand's behind your shoulder. Stacking bone on bone. Good, maybe that right leg starts to hover. Press those hips forward and up. Awesome, take one more full inhale. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, plank, and then your choice, downward dog, vinyasa, child's pose, whatever feels best to you. Full inhale there, and then exhale, everybody, child's pose. Good, relax those arms. Maybe even do little wrist circles with those wrists. Coming into another shoulder strengthener here, a little bit of dolphin pose. If this is not going to happen for you, you can go into puppy pose. You can go straight into thread the needle and stay there a little bit longer. That's where we'll eventually end up. Thread the needle with our arms. Shift your weight forward. Tuck those toes. And from here, you're going to drop those elbows down to the ground. If you have a block, you can squeeze the block between your pinkies and press those pinkies down. Press into the elbows, tuck the toes, lift the hips, dolphin. Good, so pressing in on the block, lifting those hips, breathing. And if this isn't appropriate for you, so Julie, if you want, can you extend those arms into puppy pose? Like you did?
It's my,
oh, it's your shoulder. Gotcha.
Injured, so I'm just like,
no problem. You can sit back on your heels, work on your, yep, just work on that. That's a good alternative. Awesome, look at all these great choices. Good, breathe. If you're up in dolphin, maybe you lift one leg to the ceiling. Good, drop into the belly. Good, spread through the toes. Another full inhale. Exhale, bring that leg down. On your inhale, bring your other leg up. Press down, squeeze in, draw in through the belly. Another full inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, bring that leg down, exhale. Good, pause there, another full inhale. And then exhale, walk those feet back, knees down, find child's pose. Maybe draw those hands back toward your feet. And breathe. Exhale fully. Inhale, lengthen those hands forward. Exhale, shift the hips forward. So come to your hands and knees. If you need some padding, use some padding here. We're going to do a little bit of thread the needle, but a little bit differently. So you're on your hands and knees. Take your right leg extended out to the side. So you might be opposite of me, but your right leg's out to the side. Press into that right outer edge of your foot. Good. Spread through the toes, lengthen forward. And then just shift the hips back. Find that little inner groin stretch. And then shift your way back forward. And then drop back. Good, drop forward. And then drop back. You can stay here with the stretch if you have any shoulder issues. Stay with the stretch, pause here. If you want to add on, you're going to ground down into your left hand. Right hand to either to your right shoulder or the back of your head. Inhale, opens the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good, one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good, inhale to center. Exhale, right hand down. Bring your left hand either to the back of your head or your shoulder. Press down, inhale, open. It's not going to open as far. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Good, exhale, round. Good, one more time, inhale, open. This time as you exhale, round, sweep that hand all the way over toward that right foot. Maybe it gets close, maybe not. Good, and then draw that right shoulder up. Maybe that right arm reaches forward, downward dog. Maybe it reaches up to the ceiling. Maybe it reaches to your hip. Good. Lengthen out. Breathe. Good. Power up that right leg as much as you're reaching toward it with your left hand. One more full inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, bring that right hand back to the ground. Exhale, press yourself up. Can you unwind, reach that arm up as far? Oh. Exhale down, that's a good hip stretch. Bring that right knee down. Get a little cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good, taking that left leg out to the side. Round down through that outer pinky edge. And then as you inhale, shift forward. And then exhale, shift back. And just going forward and backward here a little bit. Getting into that inner groin. And again, if you're having shoulder issues on this side and that's not going to happen for you with those rotations, you're just going to sit back and hold that or move through those motions continuously. Otherwise, you're going to ground down into your right hand. Bring your left hand to your shoulder or back of the head. Inhale, opens the chest. Exhale, round. Good, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good, one more time, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, left hand down. Right hand to shoulder, back of the head. Inhale, open, a little bit tighter. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, open. This time as you exhale, go all the way through, reach toward that left toe, lay the head and shoulder down. Draw up through the low belly, press into that left pinky toe, and then maybe that left arm reaches forward to the ceiling, to your right hip. Good. Press down into the temple of the right side of your head. Continue to reach that right arm to the left toe. Draw up through the low belly. And if none of those directions of right and left sounded normal, completely fine for the left and I really had to think about it. 2 more breaths here. knees down to the ground on your inhale. Exhale, press yourself up. Can you reach up and come down? Good. From here, draw that left knee back in. A few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good. From here, your choice, vinyasa, downward dog. We're going to meet up in downward dog to come into pigeon. We're going to do a little bit of core, get into pigeon, a nice little strengthener for our hips, and then a relaxing into the hips. If pigeon isn't going to work for you, you have figure 4 on your back. Exhale fully. Inhale, takes that right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to same elbow, maybe armpit. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow, maybe armpit. Exhale, bring it back, or inhale, bring it back. Exhale, knee to nose, give it a little kiss. And then come into pigeon, knee behind the right wrist. Press into that front shin. Tuck your back toes, slide those hips back just a little bit. Good, then press into the front shin. Press into the floor, maybe blocks. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders up. So really digging in, getting deep into that left side. Try to draw that left hip forward. Press down to lift the chest. Good, maybe you have some arm play, maybe some of you reach for the back leg, get a little quad stretch, whatever's going to feel best to you. And breathe here with the strength of the legs. We will get to full forward, I promise. Couple more breaths. Good. And then from here, hands are going to come back to the floor. Tuck your back toes, slide your hips back to the back of your mat, and then start to lengthen forward. Good. As you lengthen forward, let everything relax for a moment. And then start to press into the top of the back foot. Top of the back ankle, top of the back knee, press down into the back hip, press into the front hip, the front knee, the front shin. So you're still pressing down, you're finding an active end range of motion. A good active stretch, other than a passive stretch. And then can you find a little bit more length in your sideways to lengthen yourself out away from those hips. 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. And as you inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, walk those hands back underneath the shoulders. And then you're going to continue to roll to your right side, bring that left leg all the way forward. So Janu Sirsasana. Take that right foot, press it into the left thigh. Take an inhale, hands behind you, sit up tall. And as you exhale, start to lengthen forward. Good. Once you've reached that hamstring stretch, allow the upper body to round today. So get a little rounding into the upper back. And then maybe those hands start to come forward. Press down into that front left heel. Imagine you want to draw that heel back. And then press away from yourself with that right knee. If you'd like to get a little bit more into that right sideways, maybe that right hand finds the outside edge of your left calf. And you draw your right shoulder toward your right knee. Breathing here into the hamstrings, into the hips. Exhale fully. As you inhale, press into the floor, lengthen the chest, lift the heart. Exhale back to center. From here, draw that shin in, cross the ankles, roll forward, step it back, downward dog, vinyasa, whatever your practice is calling. We'll meet back up in downward dog to repeat on the second side. Exhale fully. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to same arm or armpit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to opposite arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, give it a kiss. And then left knee to left hand. Good. Tuck the back toe. Slide those hips back ever so slightly. Then keep the back toe tucked as you press down into the floor. Good. Using that strength, drawing that right hip forward a little bit. Pressing down into the front shin, finding a little bit of space between the floor and your body. Good. Breathing here, any play you did with your arms on the other side, feel free to do on this side. Maybe you did a little quad stretch. 4 more breaths here. Good. 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, hands to floor, tuck that back toe, slide the hips to the back of your mat, and then lengthen yourself forward. Good. Let everything relax at the beginning. So let yourself be heavy. And then start to power at the back of the top foot. Press it down. Press the ankle down. Press the knee and thigh down. Press that right hip down and forward. See if you can get closer to your front heel. Press your left hip down, left knee, left shin and foot. And then see out of that pressing down, can you grow longer through the spine to allow the chest to lengthen forward. Taking full breaths. Three more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands back underneath the shoulders. On your inhale, start to roll yourself over to the left, swing that right leg all the way forward. Pressing that left foot into the right thigh, taking inhale, hands behind you, and then exhale, start to lengthen forward. Press down into that front heel. Once you have that engagement of the hamstring, maybe arms start to come forward, and your upper back kind of rounds. Press legs into the floor, extend the top of the head forward, and then if you want to get into that left sideways, maybe that left hand comes over toward the outside part of the right thigh, and you start to draw your left shoulder toward your right knee. Nice full inhales and exhales. Can you keep the legs as active as you can? Exhale fully. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale back to center. Bring that right ankle in, roll it forward. Your choice, vinyasa, downward dog. Whatever's going to feel best to you. It'll be your last opportunity for a vinyasa. You might have a little more. Exhale fully. Inhale, look to your feet, hop, step, or sorry, to your middle of your mat. Hop, step, or walk your feet to the middle of your mat. And then slowly start to drop yourself down, find Navasana. Both arms. Good, lift the chest, lengthen out. Good, you can always hold on to the backs of the knees if you need to. How close can you get those knees to your chest? Yeah. Oh, hello. New choice, right? Breathe. Good, and then can you keep the feet together and draw those hands inside the knees? Imagine you're doing Bakasana. How close can you get the heels to the bone? Keeping your balance. Awesome. Can you squeeze those knees around your arms? Now can you smile and not be like, oh my God, this is so hard. Get another inhale. And the best part, hug the knees, exhale, round, fall. And then draw those feet together, knees wide. And then press your hands down behind you. You might have to come up onto your fingertips and lift your hips and kind of slide them in and then drop them down. So see how that feels. Press into the feet, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and let the heart come forward. You keep pressing into those feet, lengthen out. If it's okay, arms come forward, maybe around the feet, maybe elbows press into those shins as you continue to lengthen forward. Couple more breaths here. the center, draw those knees up. We're gonna make our way onto our backs, but we're gonna do a different type of heart opener. I see everybody in here has a block, which is awesome. Heart opener underneath your shoulder blades. So the block's gonna go right there at the tip of your shoulder blades, so you're laying back over it. If this isn't gonna feel good to you today, place the block underneath your hips and do the bridge pose. All right, so supported bridge pose. So we're just gonna be here probably for a good 2 minutes in this heart opener. So from here, if you have 2 blocks, you can even rest your head on the back block. But you're gonna lay back and then start to drop back with your head. If it's too much for your head, hands can become a hammock for your head if you don't have a second block. And then start to drop back. So just to find a nice open through the chest. Legs can be bent, a little bit more intense for the back is legs straight, so keep the legs active. Or legs in Baddha Konasana like we just did. So again, if this isn't gonna work for you as a heart opener, you have supported bridge, hips on the block. So you have that as an option. So find what's best for you. Really start to breathe into it. Nice full breaths. Good. Can you relax those shoulders a little bit? Maybe can you even turn those palms up if it feels good. If it's too much for your shoulder or your neck, hands can stay neutral. Nice full inhales and exhales here. Just allowing yourself to open, and it might feel a little stiff at the beginning, so don't rush it. In our daily life now, we tend to be more hunched forward and opening up in the front body. So this is a place you should probably target every day if you can. You're able to have like a couch that has a high arm over the top. You can lean back over that since you're sitting at home. You have folding chairs. Those are perfect height to lean back over to open this place in your body. If you want to take this a little bit more into the shoulders, if it's okay for the shoulders, you can maybe even start to lengthen those arms back overhead, palms turn up. About 5 or 6 more deep breaths here. Slowly come out of it. Start to draw your chin toward your chest. Bring those hands down by the side. Bring your knees back to being bent. Pause there for a moment. Oh. And then as you're ready, slide those blocks out and lay all the way onto the ground. Bring your strap with you. We're going to do our little hamstring series. And lay down to your back and pause there for a moment. Just check in, see how that felt. Notice how it feels to be back on the ground. And then taking that right leg into your chest. If you have your strap, wrap the strap around the ball of the foot, extend the leg up, or grabbing onto the big toe or the pinky edge of the foot. So you have options depending on your flexibility. And then relax the shoulder, spread through the toes, let that right hip kind of drop down. And then if you can, extend your left leg long. If that doesn't feel good, keep it bent, no problem. So it should be pretty open, just so you get a little bit of extension in that front hip. And it is kind of an active stretch here, so you want to hug that muscle to bone. And then you can either stay here if you'd like to take that foot out to the right, turn your heel in, drop the toes out toward the right, bring a little external rotation of that leg into the inner groin. Once you have that position, imagine sending your heels away from one another. So even that left heel, whether it's bent or straight, send the heel away from you. So you're really opening up into the groin. And you keep that left hip heavy. Exhale fully here. Put a little bend into that knee. Inhale brings the leg all the way back up to center. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the strap or to the leg. Bring your right thumb into your right hip crease. Draw that right hip down to the mat and down toward the end of your mat. And then bring that leg across your body just a couple inches, getting into the outer hip. So it's not a twist, it's an outer hip stretch. Imagine you're doing reverse triangle on the floor. If you want more intensity for your outer hip, toes come closer toward your head. If that's too much, heel grows closer toward your bottom leg. Exhale fully. Good. Inhale brings that leg back up to center. Exhale, if your left leg is straight bended, shift your hips to your right. So you have the option, you can keep this right leg straight or you can bend it straight away. We will be bending it, but we're gonna get a little bit deeper into our outer hip. Take the left leg on, and now you're gonna roll yourself over, stack your hips, and roll that right leg all the way to the left. Keep your right shoulder heavy. Good. Push into the strap, use your hand to resist that. So you're gonna get deeper into the hip, the outer hip, maybe down into the knee and calf here. A lot of places you could feel this here. So now we're kind of like doing that revolved triangle, but on our back. And if this feels good and you want to stay with this outer hip stretch, you can do that. Otherwise, you can bend your knee, come into a twist. Maybe that left hand presses into the top of that left thigh or that right thigh. Draw that right hip away from your right ribs to find length in the spine, and then deepen into the twist. About 3 more breaths here on this side. When you're ready, engage the core. Inhale, draws those knees back up. Exhale, bends into the knees, bring the hips back to center, pause there for a moment. Just check in. Good, and then left side. Left leg goes up, either with strap, hand. Drop that left hip down toward the floor. Try to relax the shoulders as much as possible. And then if it's okay, right leg will go. Breathing here. If you can't quite reach your foot, if you don't have a strap, you can always place your hands behind your thighs so that you're not drawing any extra tension into the shoulders. We just worked out that area. We don't want to create more in the pose. So even if you're holding the strap, notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders or neck. Let's see if you can let that go. You can stay with this stretch here. If you want to go out to the right, turn those left toes, to the left toes to the left and drop them out toward the left. That right hip's going to want to come with you. Keep it down and then press your heels away from one another. I like to use my left arm kind of as a kickstand to create resistance with the strap into the foot. And then I also like to press my right hand down on that right hip bone, making sure it's staying down. Exhale fully here. A little bend into the knee. Inhale brings that leg all the way back up. And then take the right hand to the leg or the strap. Take your left thumb, press into that hip crease and roll that hip down and away, create length in that left sideways, and then leg comes across body just a little bit to begin. Can you drop that left hip down to the floor any little bit? And bring that leg back up to center for a moment. Bend the right knee if it's straight. Shift your hips to the left. Extend that right leg long and then let that leg come all the way across the body. Either straight leg or bent. If it's straight leg, push your ball of your foot into the strap. Let yourself open up here. Breathing into that outer leg. And you can stay here with the outer hip stretcher if you want to go into a little deeper twist. Bend that left knee. And then start to let yourself go deeper into the twist. As you do, lengthen that left hip away from your left ribs. About 3 more breaths here on this side. Exhale, hold here. Engage the core as you inhale, draw those knees back to center. Exhale, bring the hips back to center. Pausing there. Placing the strap off to the side. Just notice the effects of those twists on the body. And then kind of scan over the body. If there's any posture your body's craving before Shavasana, allow yourself to take that pose now. Otherwise, maybe bend the knees in, find a little happy baby, maybe half happy baby, full. If there's any other pose, maybe wide legs, whatever feels best for you. One final pose before you start to settle into stillness. And then to help yourself settle into stillness, reach those legs and arms up to the ceiling, give them all a little shake out, relax the muscles. And then slowly bring the feet to the floor, extending those legs out. So use any props you need to. Cover up if it's cold where you are. Maybe cover the eyes. Getting out any wiggles you need to so that you can rest comfortably. Allowing yourself to surrender here into stillness, into relaxation. Not only physically, but also mentally. If you notice those thoughts start to pop around in your head, acknowledge them, give them a little loving kindness, and send them on their way. Wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a nice full inhale into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. Hold the breath for a moment, let all that goodness from your practice settle in. And then sighing out anything that's not going to serve you today. Let it go. Repeating that 2 more times if it feels necessary to really let yourself surrender. Otherwise, settle into here, into stillness, into relaxation, mentally, physically, into Shavasana. Take rest here. I'll bring us out of Shavasana with 3 bows to end our class together. Allow your breath to grow deeper for a moment. And taking one hand, place it on your heart, one hand on your belly. We're just going to end here with a little loving kindness meditation as we're laying on our backs, still restoring and bringing ourselves back. I'm going to say a phrase. You're just going to repeat it in your mind's eye, either to yourself or to a person that I asked you to think of. Starting with yourself, picture yourself, and saying to yourself, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Take a full inhale here. Let it go. Thinking of a loved one in your life, someone that's near and dear to your heart. See them in your mind's eye. And repeat these phrases to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Taking a full inhale. And sigh it out, send that out to them. Now think of a person that pushes your buttons. Someone who you might have a little tension with, and you may already start to feel that in your body. Try to embrace that with loving kindness. Picture that person in your mind's eye. Repeating these phrases to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live with ease. Deep inhale here. And send that loving kindness to them. And think of a community in need. Maybe our community here, maybe a community abroad. Thinking of that community and repeating these phrases to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Inhaling here. And sending that out to that community. Start to reach your arms back over your head, lengthen your feet out. Give yourself a long stretch. Keeping those people in your mind's eye near and dear to your heart in this time in our life. And start to draw your arms around your knees, giving them a big hug. Keeping yourself near and dear. Reminding yourself to be compassionate in your words and your actions, not only toward others, but to yourself. When you're ready, roll yourself over onto your side, pause there for a moment, check in mentally, physically from the practice. And then as you're ready, mindfully press yourself back up, come up to seated. If your eyes have opened, allow them to close. Bring your hands to your heart center, allowing yourself to be in the room, on your mat, and in your body. Connecting again with that intention you set for your day. Allowing the strength, the energy, and the breath of this practice to help you as you transition off your mat into your day ahead. We'll close this practice in with one final Om or a silent breath. Exhale fully. Full inhale here. Bow your head slightly. Take a moment, think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. I'm grateful for each and every one of you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Thank you to those at home. Namaste. Have a great day. Drink lots of water. Eat veggies.